Beatriz remembers that as a baby, her son Alec preferred to play alone in a corner. But most strangely, she also observed that he did not show any signs of pain.
While he had stomach virus and very high fever and even vomiting from the high fever, but yet he'll be in a happy mood, clapping his hands and just smiling. And I realized there's something wrong about this. This is not the normal response.
It wasn't. After 6 years of seeing different specialists, Alec was diagnosed with autism. And after the long journey to get the correct diagnosis, came the fight to get him a good education.
In order for me to have him go to a private school where he needs to be met, I had to have him evaluated, not through the Department of Education, but I had to get my own independent evaluation. And it was very costly because most insurance don't cover for this very thorough evaluation.
They granted her motion to have him go to a private school paid by the state, but gave her only 3 months to find a school. The time frame was too short, and Alec was placed in a public school with a class of 22 students.
And they were at school that was failing, and plus I researched the teacher, and I found out she didn't have the proper credential to be teaching. So because of that, and plus the very thorough evaluation that I obtained, I was able to get him in a private school, a top-notch private school.
As a mother of a child with special needs and a mental health clinician, Beatriz is very concerned of the future of autistic kids and Latino families who are facing language and culture barriers.
The Latino community, Latino family who are dealing with a child who has autism spectrum disorder, they feel even more isolated than the population at large because of the language and cultural barriers. And sometimes they might feel that they're the only family who are going through this. And there's also a bigger stigma attached to this disorder among the Latino community than the rest of the population. And oftentimes, because parents are in denial, they don't get their child evaluated. They're afraid to find out sometimes.
Her advice to these parents is to put their fears behind and move forward in the best interest of the child.
You need to deal with the fear, And I think it's very important that once you find the diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, one of the main things is that you really need to mourn the loss of the perfect child. To be able to embrace the child that you have in front of you, because that will make a big difference as far as you getting mobilized to get them the right type of services and treatment that every autistic child deserves.